Come on, everybody. Let's go. Get ready for a summertime adventure from another Sommer-Time Story. This is the story of If Only I Were, written and told by award-winning author Carl Sommer.
Once there was a mouse, a wee little mouse named Missy. She had lots of fun, but the wee little mouse had a very big problem. Food was not the problem. Missy lived with her papa and mama in the zookeeper's house, next to the kitchen. Missy always had something good to eat. A place to sleep was not the problem. Missy had a soft little bed in a cozy little room. At night, Papa and Mama would tuck her in and read her a story. Friends were not the problem. Around the zoo, there were lots of friends, like lions and tigers and monkeys and bears. When the visitors went home, the animals had the whole park to themselves. That is when Missy played with her best friends, Itty and Bitty. Missy could have been the happiest mouse in the world if it had not been for her one big problem. Missy did not like being a mouse. "I'm tired of being so little," she groaned. "Besides, my ears are too big and my tail is too skinny." Missy dreamed of being like Horace the cat. Horace also lived in the zookeeper's house. To wee little Missy, big Horace seemed like a giant, especially when he chased her. Missy did not like being chased. "If only I were a big cat," she would say. "I wouldn't have any problems. Then I'd be happy just like Horace." What was Missy's one big problem? Emma?
Her ears are too big and her tail is too skinny.
Her big ears and a long, skinny tail. Now she's a mouse. And she's unhappy for the way she looks. Now you can't change the way you look. You're born that way. And lots of boys and girls have a problem, particularly girls, over the way they look. And I even have some children. I remember one child didn't like the color of her skin. And she happened to be a black girl. And I said, oh, when she told me that, I said, "Don't you ever be ashamed of the color of your skin. Black is beautiful." I had to say that over again. Black is beautiful. What is black? Black is beautiful. You know, whatever color you're, brown, yellow, white, whatever color skin you are. We can't change the way we look, and it's important not to go around looking defeated. And this is not only for boys and girls like you, but it's also for you parents out there. Did anyone ever take a picture of you? Say, "Oh, don't take a picture of me being ashamed of the way." Come on. That's the way you were born. This is the face that you're born with. That's the shape, nose you're born with, the shape. Don't be ashamed of that. Take a picture, sure. Now, if you're overweight, you can do something about it, then exercise and eat right. You know, if your hair's messed up, comb it. If you got dirty fingernails, clean your fingernails. That you can do, that you should do. The things you can change, but you can't change the way you look. But Missy is very, very miserable now. Let's see what happens now with Missy. Papa and Mama told Missy, "Everyone has problems, even big cats." But Missy did not think so. What problems could Horace have, she wondered. He's not little, and he's not ugly. He's big and strong and beautiful. What did Missy dream to become? What was a big dream? Noah?
To be a cat.
To be a cat, like Horace the cat. If only I were like Horace. If I was like, I would have no more problems. And she can't become a cat. She's a mouse. And you can't change the color of your skin. Now you can get a tan, you can put some, paint your face or something like that, you know, what people do. But you can't. You learn to accept yourself. But she's dreaming, oh, if only, and that's her dream. If only, if only, if only. And let's see what happens now to Missy.
One night, Missy was so sad that she went straight to bed without eating supper. "It's just not fair," she cried. "Why do I have to be so little? And why must I have such a skinny tail and big ugly ears?" Missy finally drifted off to sleep, moaning and groaning. "If only I were like Horace." "Here we go again," huffed Missy. Horace was chasing her. Today was starting out just like every other day. Poor Missy was so tired of being a tiny little mouse. While running away, Missy wished out loud, "If only I were a great big cat." Suddenly, to her surprise, her wish came true. Missy turned into a big cat. Horace put out his feet and came to a sudden stop. "What happened to Missy? Where did this big cat come from?" Missy arched her back and gave a loud hiss. Horace ran away as fast as he could. Missy licked her paw and swished her new fluffy tail. It happened! It really happened! She smiled and purred. "I'm the biggest and most beautiful cat in the whole world." Missy knew just what to do. Like all the other cats, she began chasing Itty and Bitty. "This is fun," she laughed while running after her friends. Missy felt like a giant. Missy raised her beautiful tail and strutted through the park. "No more problems for me," she thought. But as she rounded the zookeeper's house, there in the shade sat a great big dog.
As Missy is going through the park, she raises her tail, and then she says what? All right? Isaiah?
She says, "Now all my problems are over."
Yeah, now no more problems for me. And you know that sometimes we think, oh, if I only could be like that person, they don't have any problems. If I only could be like that person, they don't have any problems. If I only could be like him or her, they don't have problems like me. I have so many problems where I am. But you know, everybody has problems. That's part of life. That's part of living. All right? And so she's strutting through the park, and then she comes here, as you can see here, she's going to meet a dog.
"Ruff, ruff," barked the dog. Missy got so scared she jumped into the air. Then the big barking dog began chasing her. Missy ran as fast as she could, darting here and there. Being a cat isn't much fun, she thought. Suddenly, she got an idea. "I'll try another wish. If only I were a tiger." Suddenly, Missy became a tiger. When the dog saw he was chasing a tiger, he stopped in his tracks. Missy knew just what to do. She turned around and began chasing the not-so-big dog. "This is fun," she roared. Missy pranced around holding her head high. "Now my problems are gone for sure. I don't have to be afraid of anything." As she roamed through the park, she made friends with some tigers. "I have an idea," Missy told her new friends. "Let's have some fun and tease the elephants." "That's a great idea," said the tigers.
What did Missy decide to do? Kylie?
She decided to go tease the elephants.
When you're trying to tease someone, what are you trying to do? Olivia?
You're trying to hurt their feelings?
Yes, you're trying to hurt their feelings and you're trying to get them mad. And the madder they get, the happier you become. There's something wrong with that. Trying to get people mad and angry, and when they get mad and the madder they get, you're happier. You know, the golden rule says, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Teasing is a very bad thing to do. Just to get other people mad and angry instead of trying to help others. You know, one of the keys to having a happy life is trying to help others, not trying to get other people mad. And this happens a lot when you have a brother and a sister. All right, should I give you a secret? If your brother or your sister teases you, don't get mad. Because the madder you get, the happier they are. So if you just remember, words should go, some words go into your heart, and some words should go through your ears. Just like, okay, well, let's go through. That's just, I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to be disturbed by it. You'd be a lot happier if you learned that lesson.
Silently they crept near the herd. Then one of the elephants spotted them. Quickly, the elephant spun around and grabbed Missy. Please, begged Missy, please put me down. The elephant ignored Missy's cry and lifted her high in the air. Then all of a sudden he tossed Missy into a nearby pond. Missy raised her head and shook the water from her ears. Missy was scared. She jumped out of the water and ran away. Being a tiger isn't much fun, she thought. If only I were a giant elephant. All at once, Missy became a giant elephant. Now she felt like the biggest creature in the whole world. No more problems for me, she thought. Surely no one can bother me now.
How does Missy feel now? Yes, Claire?
She feels like she's the biggest animal in the world and she won't have any problems.
Yes, she's a giant elephant. What can harm an elephant? I'm the happiest person in the whole world now. No more problems for me. Let's see what happens to her now, being the largest elephant, a big, powerful elephant. Boy, she is happy as she struts around through the park. Look at her. She is a giant animal here.
Missy the elephant was so big the ground shook as she walked. I'm the biggest and most powerful creature in the whole world, she bellowed. This is fun. Now I can go anywhere and no one can stop me. Missy did not know it, but some men had come to the zoo to buy an elephant. They needed a big elephant to train for the circus. The men looked at all the elephants. Then one of them pointed at the biggest and said, "She'd sure make a fine circus elephant." "But how can we get her?" asked another. The zookeeper thought for a moment. Then he said, "I know how." The zookeeper got a bucket full of peanuts and walked over to Missy. Peanuts were Missy's favorite food. When Missy saw the peanuts, she hurried after the zookeeper, right into the back of a big truck. Mumbled Missy as she began munching on the peanuts. Am I ever lucky? Now I can eat as many as I want. All at once there was a loud noise. Missy looked up just in time to see the door being slammed shut. Missy was trapped and alone and scared. "Where are they taking me?" she cried as the truck sped away.
How is Missy feeling now? All right, Mercy?
She feels scared.
She is scared. She's trapped. She's in this truck all alone. The truck is driving along down the highway, and she's just scared. Now her parents tried to help her. Everybody has problems. No. Vonnie was a big cat. Then she became a big cat. Oh, if I only become a tiger. She became a big tiger. There's only ever become a big elephant. She became a big elephant. And she's only, and her parents said, no, everybody has problems. You have to learn to live with them and learn to accept yourself for who you are. And she didn't listen. So she's a very miserable animal right now. Now she's in the back of this truck. Let's see now where this truck takes her.
Finally, the bouncing truck stopped. The men led Missy out and chained her to a pole. Before Missy knew it, in came an elephant trainer cracking a whip. "Come on," shouted the woman. "You're going to learn to do tricks." But Missy did not like doing tricks. "Being a strong elephant isn't much fun at all," cried Missy. When the woman left, Missy wished real hard. If only I were an elephant trainer. Suddenly, Missy became an elephant trainer. She knew just what to do. She went into the circus tent and made the elephants do all sorts of things. They had to stand on their back legs, stand on top of a ladder, hold the ball, and do many other hard tricks. "This is fun," thought Missy. "Surely now all my problems are gone. I can make the biggest animals obey me." Missy felt very, very powerful.
How does Missy feel now? Okay, Isaiah?
She feels really happy.
Happy and powerful. Imagine she takes that whip and cracks it. The elephants have to obey her. So whatever she tells these gigantic elephants to do, they listen. So she feels very powerful. That's the solution. She finally has reached the top of being happy. Uh-oh, let's see what happens next.
Just then the ringmaster came in. "These elephants can do much better tricks than that," he yelled. "Either you teach them some new tricks, or you're fired." Missy did not like being yelled at. Sadly, Missy headed for the trainer's tent to eat supper. "Being an elephant trainer isn't much fun at all," thought Missy. Just as she was about to set her food down, a wee little mouse ran across the floor, right between her feet. "Eek!" shouted Missy as she dropped the food. "If only I were a mouse!" Suddenly, Missy became a mouse. And just as she saw herself change into a mouse, Missy woke up. "I've been dreaming," she yelled as she clapped her hands. Missy jumped out of bed and ran to take a peek at Horace. "Yippee!" she shouted. "I am a mouse!" Missy was so happy. She discovered that everyone has problems. Mice have problems with cats. Cats have problems with dogs. Dogs have problems with tigers. Tigers have problems with elephants. Elephants have problems with people. And people have problems with mice. Missy decided not to be sad anymore about being so little. And she did not even mind looking like a mouse. Big ears, skinny tail, and all.
What did finally Missy discover? Deshaun?
To not always want to be like everyone else because everyone has problems.
Notice Missy discovered that cats have problems. She discovered that dogs have problems. Tigers have problems. Elephants have problems. People have problems. And finally she turns into a mouse again. Finally, Missy learned to accept herself the way she was. And if you learn that lesson, you'll be much happier. Let's see what happens now.
Missy became a very happy mouse. She still had to be careful, but now, whenever she saw Horace, she just stayed home. When Horace left, then she would go out to play. Best of all, never again was she sad about the way she looked or about being a wee little mouse.
And now, an award-winning song from Character Kids.